Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, this is our team to dialogue. And introduce myself. My name is Anari Fatun.
I'm Almawiati.
And I am Yatini.
Okay. Hi. Good morning, Mrs. Alma and Mrs. Yatini. How are you today?
I'm fine.
I'm fine too.
I hope you're both ready for the new semester. Have you had a chance to look over the new deep learning curriculum?
Hey Anna. Yes, I've come talk the curriculum briefly. It looks really exciting. Students who have little no experience with AI or coding. How do you think we should approach it?
I've been thinking about that too. This will be my first time teaching a course and deep learning. So I am a little unsure. I want to make sure the students understand the concept and don't feel overwhelmed. It is a hard field.
I get it, Mrs. Yatini, but honestly, the curriculum is designed to make things a bit easier for us. It starts with the basic of machine learning before moving into deep learning. We won't be jumping straight into complex neural networks. The key is to build up gradually, starting with fundamental concepts like what machine learning is and how it works.
That sounds reassuring. So we began with the basic and the move toward more advanced topic. What's covered at the beginning?
Exactly. The first part of the curriculum introduces machine learning, data processing, and basic algorithm. It gives students a strong foundation before they get into the more technical part of deep learning. The idea is that if they understand the basic, they will be much better prepared for things like neural networks and backpropagation later on.
That
That
makes
makes
sense.
sense.
But how do we keep things interesting while we're teaching the basic? I am worried the students might get bored with too much theory and not enough hands-on hands-on experience.
That's good point, Miss Yatini. Students need to see how to the theory translate into real-world application. The curriculum includes several hands-on projects, right?
Yes, absolutely. One of the great things about the curriculum it is focused on project. Students will work with real-world data and build simple models for tasks like classification and regression. For example, they may create a model to predict house price based on various factors. This project helps them see how deep learning can be applied in practice.
That's fantastic. If students can start applying what they learn to real problems, they'll be more motivated to continue. I also imagine this project will help with the coding aspect of deep learning, right? Do we need to teach advanced programming skills?
Good question. The curriculum is designed for beginners, so we don't need to expect students to be expert coders. They will be using framework like TensorFlow and Keras, which are designed to be user-friendly and don't require them to write every line of code some for straight. The important thing is to teach them the concept behind the models and how to use this tool effectively.
That's a relief. I'm not an expert coder myself. So knowing that the curriculum is user-friendly to likes TensorFlow makes it easier for me, but I'm wondering how do we balance teaching the concept with helping them develop their coding skill?
That's something we'll need to pay attention to. Curriculum introduce coding in the context of building molding. So students will learn to code by applying it practical text as they go through the lesson. They will build off their skill gradually. But don't worry if they get stuck. There are plenty of the resources to support them. There are coding ensemble, quiz, and online communities where they can ask questions.
That's good to hear. But how do we handle students who might struggle with the math involved? Some of the concepts in the deep learning, like linear, algebra, and calculus, might be a challenge for them.
The curriculum addresses that concern too. Well, the math is important. It doesn't require students to be expert in linear algebra of calculus right away. It introduces the math gradually, showing them how concepts like vectors and matrix are used the neural networks. The focus is on helping them understand how to the math support the models rather than getting deep into the math itself.
I think that's a great approach. We don't need to turn them into mathematics, but giving them enough of an understanding to grasp how the model works is really important. It sounds like the curriculum does a good job balancing theory, math, and practical skill.
It definitely seems that way. But what about the more advanced topic like convolutional neural networks and reinforcement learning? I know this topic can be really challenging. Will students get to those?
Yes, those topics will be covered later in the curriculum. Once students have built a solid foundation, the advanced topic came toward the end, and the course explained them a step-by-step way. But don't worry about them being too difficult. We are not diving into those topics until the students are ready. It's about making sure they understand the basic first and the introducing them to more complex concepts at manageable pace.
That sounds reassuring. I think if we give students the right support and announcement them to experiment with these tools, they will feel confident by the time they get to the more advanced part. How do you suggest we approach the final project?
For the final project, I recommend giving the students some freedom to choose a problem they're interested in. It could be anything from building a model to predict customer behavior to creating an image recognition system. The goal is for them to apply everything they've learned in a meaningful way. They will also get the presence their project, which will help them improve their communication skill.
I love that idea. Allowing them to choose their project will make the learning process much more personal and engaging. And presenting their work will give them a chance to practice their public speaking skill, which is important in the teach industry.
Exactly. It's also a great way to access their understanding. If they can explain the model and the process behind them, it's so they really grasp the concept. Plus, it is a great opportunity of them to showcase their creativity.
Absolutely. The final project is a way for the demonstrate that we learn and take ownership of their work. It's one of the most rewarding part of the course, both for the student and for us as a teacher.
This sounds like an amazing course. I feel more confident now, knowing that there's a balance of theory, practical skills, and support throughout the curriculum. I think the student will really enjoy it.
I agree. I'm excited to start teaching this. It's a lot to cover, but I think the hands-on project will make it fun and engaging. Plus, the student will be learning skills that are in high demand in today's job market.
Exactly. Deep learning is such an exciting field, and this curriculum gives the student the opportunity to gain skill that will set them up the success in the future. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they progress.
Me too. Let's make sure we're all ready to support them throughout the course of we work together. I am sure we can make it a fantastic learning experience for everyone.
Definitely, let's make this a great semester.
Agree! Here's to an exciting and rewarding deep learning course. Okay, thank you everyone.
Okay.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.